will be talking about linking words. Linking words is a little problem for somebody or for many people. It means that what are the tools we use to connect two phrases. We have many functions depending on the meaning of those two phrases. So if every sentence is related to the second one based on the meaning. Here in the linking words, we will be talking about opposition. Opposition is the opposite, is the against way. All right, so here there are different different words and different linking words to use in opposition, but I want to emphasize or to precise just this: despite, in spite of, however, although, because of, because they are mainly used in opposition or indirect opposition. All right, so let's start with the first one, however. What are the uses of however? Here, number one, however can be used after a subject. After a subject. Give an example. Number one, I can't make it to lunch. You, however, will like it. It means I don't have the possibility to go to lunch. But is also a linking word meaning opposition. However, will like it. All right. Here in the second example, we use however to divide two parts verb. What do we mean by two parts verb? So those are composed verbs, like in the future simple or in a present perfect. Here I choose a conditional. So any verb that is related to another, let's say an auxiliary or an auxiliary verb normally, because all those parts verb are with auxiliaries or auxiliary verbs. Here I choose could to give the example how to divide the two parts verb. I can't make it to lunch. I could, however, join. So this is the verb. I could join, but we can put it to divide. You see, there are two parts. There are two parts of the verb. Could join, and we can put it between to divide the parts of the verb. I can't make it to lunch, however, or I could, however, join you later. Okay, the third way the use of however is at the end of the second sentence. Remember when we say two opposite sentences? All right, so the second one can take however at the end. I can't make it to lunch. I could join you later, however. So I can't make it to lunch. I can join you later, however. Linking word in opposition we use. Okay, I have to choose despite and despite of. Despite and despite of, both of them are opposition. They are used the same way, but you have to know that despite and despite of, they have to come before a noun. All right, before a noun. Here, for example, in indirect opposition, okay, he is somebody. He is sick, but he goes to work. Okay, so we can delete this comma right here and use this but let's use despite, because we say despite or despite of are used with a noun. So he is sick, he goes to work. So I can say despite. So the noun from sick is sickness. So I go despite the sickness he goes to work, or he goes to work despite the sickness. As I say, same use with of. Despite of the sickness, I can put of if you want. Despite of the sickness, he goes to work, or he goes to work despite of the sickness. All right. So here we saw that despite and despite of are used the same way. It just we should know that they come with a noun. It's not like the others, as we will see in the other ones. Let's take the because and because of. Let's take because here it's a reason. So normally we use it for a reason as a linking word, but I want to emphasize that because or because of. So they go for the opposite because they both talk about negative. Alright, negative and opposition are basically the same. Let's take the next one. Although, though, even though, all of them, they are used the same exact way. They all express indirect opposition. And for the direct position, just for you to know, so we are going to talk about but. So but is the classic or basic term for opposition. Up to here, so we finish.